Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. It's Fat Phil, and in this video we're going to be talking about some of the best decisions I've made in Galaxy of Heroes. I know what a lot of you are probably thinking is, why does this apply to me? How does this apply to me? Like, Phil, you're supposed to be giving me advice. I'm going to show you guys decisions I made and help and provide some of the context that went into making those decisions, and that way when you come to these crossroads you can use the same logic that I did and hopefully arrive at the best decision for your account. So, without any further ado, let's get into the video. So the first one here that I did was when I got my Jedi Master Luke. He was my second Galactic Legend. I went Sith Eternal, and then I actually stopped, got General Skywalker, got Jedi Master Luke. Brief backstory. So then I got to the point where Kenobi was in the game and Executor was on the horizon. In terms of which one I wanted more, I 100% wanted to get Jedi Master Kenobi significantly more than I wanted the Executor. However, with Kenobi, with Squad Arena moving away and going towards GAC, the Executor made a lot more sense for me because it gave me Fleet Arena payout and I could use it as a GAC defense. So to me, it was a no-brainer. I needed to go for Executor regardless of my own personal, love of Jedi Master Kenobi. So I got Executor. And I haven't looked back since. It was one of the best decisions I made. It was probably the best decision I ever made in my account, was holding off on Kenobi to save everything for Executor, and it's paid off. It's paid dividends. How you use this for your account. Whenever you're thinking of a farm, ask yourself what the end product is. Don't just think of it as, oh, I got Jedi Master Kenobi, I'm so good. No. How can you use Jedi Master Kenobi? How can you use Executor? What's the overall impact of that? Not just, oh, you got this Galactic Legend. Can you use them? Do you have the team for them? With the Executor, you can use that in all these other areas. Like, wow, how long are you going to take it to 7-star? All that stuff. Those are the questions you need to ask yourself to help you understand what the right decision is going to be. Because sometimes it may be get the Galactic Legend, and other times maybe do this or do that. So for me, that's probably one of the single best decision I've ever made in this game. So also up here in these really good decisions, I don't know how many I'll spew off here, probably 4 or 5, was my mods. So, number 2 here being the mods. I don't have, the way that my mods I feel have always kind of really helped me is that I was a big fan of just taking mods to 7-star if they had a decent amount of speed. Let me show you a few examples here. So this one on Boba Fett here. We've got 17 speed, secondaries are kind of meh. Right, but it's an offense primary on a crit damage set that carries some weight to it. So this is a great mod, 17 speed. I mean, I might not upgrade it for a while because I just, the chances of me rolling something other than the speed are pretty high. But this is a fantastic mod for me to hang around to. Like right now, it's sitting on Boba Fett. For a while, it might have been sitting on my Han Solo. Who knows? But I can move this mod around. Similar with this one right here. 21 speed, okay, that's kind of like the slowest you can get, right? Or, with 5 speed rolls. I mean, there's some that are slower than that, but, it's not the fastest mod in the world. Decent secondaries overall, but I'm not going to slice this any further because I don't want to risk, I'm not going to invest something that's not really going to give me that much more speed. However, as I get better and better mods, this can move further down the pecking order. And so with mods, it's been one of these things for me that as I've continued to grow, some of these mods will eventually move off of characters like Boba Fett and onto someone like, veteran smuggler Chewie or young Han or, whoever, right? That I can move those mods around knowing that I don't need them on my top tier characters anymore. And that's something I think that has paid dividends. When you're thinking about your mods, don't just focus on anything that isn't, where are we going here? 22 speed, that would be slow for some people. 20 speed. Here, anything that isn't 27 speed, okay, is slow, right? No. 20 speed is fast. 21 speed is fast. You're gonna find these things. My recommendation for everybody is just understand that you don't need to sell a mod because it doesn't roll 5 speed, right? It doesn't roll 5 rolls of speed as soon as you unlock it. They're an investment and they never disappear. So a 10 speed mod will always be a 10 speed mod and you have the chance to make it better. And that's something I think I really took to heart with my mods. And I've noticed that on my own mod score that I am steadily climbing all the time because instead of just trying to focus on getting these mods at 21 speed or 27 speed, wherever it is, right? I spent the time to just build up decent ones, and then along the way they've gotten better through calibrations and slicing. So that's the way to look at mods, that they're a long-term investment. And think about the 6-dot. The impact of 6-dot mods is huge, right? When you come here and you look at the health, right? I've got 16% health there compared to 5.88. Bang for your buck, right? You want to make sure that you're making the right decisions with your modding. So again, maybe rambled on mods a little bit, but that's fine. So the third best decision I made was way back in the day. Back when I fully admit that I had no clue what I was doing. I was in a terrible guild. I mean, terrible guild. Like it took us months to clear the regular tank raid. Not the, forget heroic. The regular tank raid took us months to clear. And it was brutal. And I finally just, was like, I'm done with this. I want to leave. And I left the guild and joined a much more competitive guild. And that was one of the other best decisions I made. It got me into the competitive aspect of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I learned a lot at that time. I molded myself into the player I am upon leaving that guild. The competitive drive, understanding the dynamics of farming this, farming that, bonding those things together, performing well in raids, that all came from me going into a more competitive guild. And that was about 2017, I want to say, that I made that decision. And, even with the break and everything, I took those roots from those guilds, still hold true to this day. You guys could ask some of my friends. He had I think YouTube would probably censor the name that he would put in front of the guild. But let's just say that it was a guild that he referred to as very strict. And he used a term to describe what was going on in, the party that was active in Germany during World War II. There you go. That was what he would call that guild. Yeah. I mean, it was strict, but it molded me into the guy I am today for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I owe a lot to those early guys kind of teaching me that. So that was another great decision. Moving into a guild that I was actually able to earn good rewards in. Guys, with this new Crate Dragon raid, everything, guilds are so important now. They're more important than ever. You need to make sure that you're paying attention to those things. So make sure you're in a good guild. Again, there's recruiting servers in basically any content creator's Discord. They're always looking for guilds. It's a great time to be a player. All right, decision number 4 is kind of one that I think you guys know is coming, and it's ships. I have always taken ship farming seriously. It is an area that I actually pride myself in for having as many ships at 7 stars as I do. Oh, look at this. I can actually promote my... We'll do that. Look at that. You guys get to see that. Look at that. We got a 6-star Radis now. Hey, as I'm talking about how I pride myself in my ships and I didn't have that upgrade waiting. But you look across and the only ships I don't have at 7-star were the TIE Defender, which I purposefully did not chase to 7 stars because I was getting Jabba at the time, and Jabba was significantly more important to me than the impact that this ship would have. The Scythe I just need to unlock Grand Inquisitor for, and then the Fury class Interceptor will be unlocked after 3 conquests. So I'm saying all these things in that I pride myself in the fact that I've been able to get all of these ships over the years. I'm always farming ships. I'm always making sure that I have every one of these filled out. And I honestly believe that this is really going to benefit me when the Leviathan rolls around, that I have these Sith ships ready to go. So I do want to throw that out there. Maybe a little bit of a humble brag about my ships that I really have done a good job, I feel, in putting the effort into farming these things, because they're not the most fun. They're brutal. But these things pay dividends. This is where the money is in Galaxy of Heroes for your roster. That you want to know what separates a good free-to-play and a great free-to-play. A lot of times it's going to be their ships. And then finally, I'd say the last decision I've made that was amazing for my account was starting to do content creation. So for those of you still watching, you get to enjoy this part. But I think my account, when I started really getting into posting these videos, I was getting a little bit burnout. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and see if I can have some fun. And this turned into something that started out as just kind of something for me to do, give myself a way to talk about the game a little bit. And then now, it's grown to where I've got almost 5,000 subscribers. When we hit 5,000, you guys know the drill. Our king gets his Relic 8. I will hold a special live stream and we will take Wampa from his Relic 5 current state all the way up to Relic 8. We'll do plenty of other fun things on that stream. So make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, leave likes, leave comments, and we're going to leave it right here with our king, guys. I mean, getting into content creation has completely changed the way I get to look at this game for the better. I think it's actually made me a better player because I've really had to dive into this game in ways that I really hadn't done before. So I really appreciate all of you guys. I love you so much. You guys are all so amazing. Thank you for making this channel what it is. Smash that subscribe button, leave likes, leave comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Cheers.